Let's talk Turkey, Aries. This is for the sign of Aries the Ram. Mars is transiting direct to the sign of Virgo the Virgin in November until the 12th of the month, when Mars will ingress into the sign of Libra the Scales, putting the Ram's focus on fairness and justice for all in your life during the month. Mars will move out of your 6th house of discipline and habits on the 12th, at which time this occurrence begins to affect your 7th house of law and commitment, causing the Ram to weigh and measure all things according to your own inner standards, Aries. Aries, Uranus continues its retrograde transit through the Ram sign this month. This remains important for you, Aries, because although Uranus is not your ruling planet, but instead resides over Aquarius, this retrograde transit affects you in that your focus upon how to best display yourself to those in which you wish to inspire interest, especially romance, still has an all or nothing aspect to it due to Uranus affecting the Ram's 1st house this month as well. Now, let's see how your ruling planet of Mars affects you this month, Aries. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. Your fire guardian Archangel Michael speaks through to you from your Aries angel Malchidiel. This is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Aries angel Malchidiel, the Zodiac angel who resides over the Ram's cardinal fire, and here are his messages for you in love, money, and health. First, the love transmission. Aries, your guardian angel Michael and Malchidiel, your teaching Zodiac angel, has this message for you. Aries, your romantic life will be affected by the new moon on the 11th of November in the sign of Scorpio the Scorpion. This occurrence affects your 8th house of birth, sex, death, and debt. You will focus less upon the very serious and deeper aspects of your life in favor of more sublime and silly. Nevertheless, these deep subjects and all important life-changing events dealt with in the above-mentioned 8th house will have the influence of a drop of moonlight, with the first glint of the waxing moon beginning on the 13th of November with 4% light visible on a 2-day-old moon. The Ram's love life will be influenced by the full moon on the 25th of November in the sign of Gemini the Twins. This happening influences your 3rd house of transportation and communications, messaging, and of course texting. Communications and the ability to travel to your most sought-after destinations will be fully illuminated at the sight of the fullness of the moon with 100% visibility at a 14-day-old moon. This enlightenment will begin to be withdrawn, and the face of the moon will begin to turn its back to the earth on the 27th of November's waning gibbous moon at 16 days old and a 97% visibility of light. Malchidiel's money transmission is next. Mars is transiting direct through the sign of Virgo the Virgin in November, and this forces you to check your financial and business papers or files with pinpointed accuracy in an almost obsessive-compulsive manner. Fear not, Aries. This overzealous instinct will begin to wane in favor of a more fair and relaxed approach to the tyranny of mathematics on the 12th of the month of November, when Mars will ingress into the sign of Libra the Scales, putting the Ram's focus on justice and fairness for all. Indeed, if everyone should get a piece of the pie, then the pie must be cut into equal pieces. Go figure. Then it stands to reason that one must have as many pies as possible. Say what? You get it, Aries, so don't pretend you don't. Malchidiel's health transmission. Mars transits direct to the sign of Virgo in November until the 12th of the month, and this will put the fire and intensity of the martial force into the Ram's 3rd chakra. And this may overheat and overstimulate the digestion, causing dyspepsia, Aries. Eat lightly and practice calming and soothing of the third chakra to remedy this situation. Force yourself to discipline and stop with the over-eager penchant for what is spicy, energizing, or fun in foods and drink. So don't put too much Tabasco in your Virgin Bloody Marys. Be a bit more bland and calm the organs of the solar plexus. After the 12th of November's Mars ingress into the sign of Libra, the scales event, the focus of the cardinal fire of Mars will be upon the skin and the kidneys and the lower part of the abdomen. So focus your healing attentions on the lower and dorsal aspect of the third chakra and the uppermost margin of the second chakra for best results. Now this month's planetary formula is as follows. November 2nd for Eastern Standard Time and November 3rd, Greenwich Mean Time 2015, Venus in Virgo conjunct Mars in Virgo, the specificity with which you attempt to organize your life and the life of those you care for will take on a new meaning for the definition of the term micromanagement. So that's something you need to pay attention to. Again, November 2nd Eastern Standard Time and November 3rd Greenwich Mean Time, micromanagement. Pay attention to that. All right, remember, high magic can be dangerous and is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. All right, Aries, now for your afterglow, we're going to practice a bit of a technique. It's a Taoist and Kabbalistic technique from the Tree of Life that is called the inner smile. And with this smile, if you want to make your energy more of the light, it would be good to have a serene smile on your face, to close your eyes and smile, and just have a nice serene smile. One where you don't, not necessary to show the teeth for this particular one, more like how you see the statues of the Buddha when he has a nice serene smile on his face and he's just serene. So you want to do that in your lower abdomen, and you want to picture that in your first cauldron. You have Shin, Aleph, and Mem, fire, air, water. And this is for the first cauldron or the first ganglion of nervous cells that are nerve cells that are in your first cauldron or your abdomen, just a scientific fact, and your heart and your mind, of course. All right, so the first cauldron, you have the inner smile, and then bring it up to the chest and smile, and finally up to the mind, smile. Shin, Aleph, Mem, fire, air, water. Next time we will give you a Taoist Tree of Life, Rosicrucian Kabbalah alchemical formula, where you will bring the fire down below the cauldron and you will heat up the cauldron and create steam. And that steam is something that heals the body. And we'll do that next time because it's not good to do too much of this too quickly. So remember, this smile, you want to have a serene smile with just smiling in a serene manner. Not a big smile yet. That's for later. Thank you for joining us, Aries. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Join us again next month.